Millfield was a quiet town, nestled away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, with its empty streets and old houses whispering tales of the past. Clara lived in a big, old house there. She had just turned 7 and was full of life and curiosity. Clara loved teddy bears. She had many, each with its own name and story. Her room was a magical place filled with laughter and imagination. But none were like Mr. Whispers. He was different, special in a way Clara couldn't quite explain.
He was a gift, wrapped in love and mystery.
Clara's granny gave him to her on her birthday. Granny's eyes twinkled with a secret as she handed over the bear. Mr. Whispers was old and dusty, a relic from another time. His fur was worn, and he had a certain charm that new toys lacked. He had shiny black eyes that seemed to hold a world of their own. They sparkled in the light, almost as if they were alive. They seemed to follow you wherever you went. Clara loved him dearly and took him everywhere. At first things were normal. Clara played with Mr. Whispers, and he became her constant companion. Then strange things began to happen. It started with small things like toys moving on their own and lights flickering unexpectedly. Toys moved on their own. Lights flickered more frequently, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Clara's parents didn't think much of it. They were busy with their own lives and dismissed the occurrences as quirks of the old house.
"It's just the old house," they said, brushing off Clara's concerns.
They said it was nothing to worry about, but Clara couldn't shake the feeling that Mr. Whispers was more than just a teddy bear. Clara felt uneasy. Mr. Whispers was acting strange. His eyes seemed to watch her. One night, Clara woke up. She heard a noise. It was a soft whisper. It came from Mr. Whispers.
His head was turned. He was looking at me.
Clara was scared. She ran back to bed. She hid under the covers. The next morning, Clara told her parents. They didn't believe her. They thought she was dreaming, but Clara knew the truth. Mr. Whispers was whispering. Clara's parents noticed a change. She was quieter than usual, almost as if a shadow had fallen over her once bright demeanor. She didn't smile as much. She drew scary pictures that seemed to come from a place of deep, unsettling thoughts. Dark, shadowy figures filled her drawings, each one more disturbing than the last. Her once bright and cheerful art was gone, replaced by images that seemed to tell a story of fear and darkness. One picture showed Mr. Whispers, a figure that seemed to haunt her every thought. His eyes were glowing red, and he had sharp teeth that looked ready to bite. The image was chilling.
Clara, what's this? Why are you drawing such scary things? Why are you drawing these scary pictures? What are you thinking about when you draw these?
Clara's mum was worried. She couldn't understand what was happening to her little girl. She asked Clara about the drawings, hoping to find some answers.
He tells me to draw them. He says I have to.
She whispered. Her parents were concerned. They didn't know who he was. They thought it was just her imagination, a phase that would pass. They told her to stop playing with Mr. Whispers. But Clara couldn't. He wouldn't let her. The teddy bear seemed to have a hold on her, a grip that was tightening with each passing day. One night, Clara's mum heard it, a soft whisper coming from Clara's room. She slowly opened the door. Clara was asleep, but her mum heard it again. The whisper. It was coming from Mr. Whispers.
The bear was on the pillow. His head was moving. He was whispering to Clara.
Clara's mum froze. She couldn't believe her ears.
He says you shouldn't be here.
Clara's mum grabbed Mr. Whispers. She ran outside. Clara's dad built a bonfire. He carefully arranged the wood, making sure it would burn brightly and steadily. The evening air was cool, and the sky was painted with hues of orange and pink as the sun set. The flames reached up to the sky, dancing and crackling with life. The firewood was quickly engulfed, turning into a roaring blaze that lit up the night. Clara's mum threw Mr. Whispers in. The bear burned quickly. His button eyes melted. The whispers stopped. The flames consumed the stuffed bear, and with it, the eerie presence that had haunted their nights.
The next day, Clara was happy again. She smiled. She drew bright pictures. Her laughter filled the room, and the shadows of the previous night seemed to fade away. It was like nothing had happened. The family enjoyed a cheerful breakfast, and Clara ran and laughed in the sunny garden, her joy contagious.
Her parents were relieved. The house was quiet. The oppressive silence that had once filled their home was now replaced with a peaceful calm. They never spoke of Mr. Whispers again. The memory of the bear and its whispers was something they chose to bury deep within their minds. But sometimes at night, they thought they heard it, a soft whisper. In the silence, they tried to forget. The faint sound would send chills down their spines, a reminder of what once was. But some things can't be forgotten. The shadow of Mr. Whispers lingered, a silent testament to the past that refused to be erased.